Striking Systems fight coming up. Rico DePaolis. I see a lot of people in the chat excited for him. Taking on Scott Lampert, 4 rounds. So that will be up right after this.
Yeah, one of 4 or 5 light heavyweight bouts we got. A lot of light heavyweights today.
Yes. Seems to be the trend. So we're just waiting on Pete to give us the time of the stoppage.
Now we see both Tom and Steve Clark over checking on his opponent. I'm sure everyone wants to make sure he's all right.
Yeah, that's always the priority here. We want to make sure everybody's okay, especially when you take a hit like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 52 seconds of round number 1. Your winner via KO, John Lethal Gruber.
Good stuff from John Gruber.
And Neto does seem to be okay now as well.
All right, guys, we have another 4-round fight coming up. Very popular guy in the chat, Rico DePaolis. Rico from Watertown, making his pro debut. Interesting background on him. A guy that came from basketball.
Really?
Played basketball at Framingham State for a couple years. Then he served as the captain there. Then he was a volunteer assistant coach at Stonehill College. Then he started doing boxing. He had 3-1 as an amateur boxer, and I think a guy that trains at the Nolan Brothers Boxing and Fitness in Waltham, Matt and Mark, his trainers. And a guy I think that just said, you know what, I want to dive in. He's 30 years old, so he's turning pro a little late, but it's this is the hardest individual sport in the world, in my opinion, and he wants to test himself.
Couldn't agree more, Gray. And a teammate of Brandon's and a fighter I trained, Jason Colon, we call him JC, comes from a basketball background and up and coming amateur, middleweight, super middleweight, and one thing about basketball players is they're excellent athletes, and should be interesting. I've never had the chance to see him, Rico, but looking forward to it.
Definitely.
His opponent is Scott Lampert, 36 years old, from Dover Plains, New York. Comes from MMA. He's had a few amateur MMA bouts. Turned pro actually in New Hampshire on a Granite Chin Promotions card on November 14th last year against a much more experienced opponent in Larry Pryor. But in that fight, even though he was knocked out, he hurt Larry in that fight. It was short, but both guys were really going for it. And I think for Scott Lampert, he's a guy that's not afraid to trade in the ring. He's going to probably go for it on Rico, and he wants to upset Rico and get himself a pro win.
You don't want to sleep on these MMA guys, too, because they do know how to fight. And, working with the New England Cartel, again, big shout-out to Tom Pags, who picked up his first professional win on Thursday night. But, a lot of these MMA guys, their stand-up is getting better and better and better.
Absolutely. I mean, as you kind of said, we see a lot more MMA guys crossing over into boxing, especially during COVID, where the MMA, those local MMA shows, there's not many of them now.
Not many of them, no. Tom Pags and his manager Tyson and his head coach Rob Font, they had to travel down to Philadelphia to get his first MMA fight because there's just not much going on down
5
here.
days notice as well. He took the fight on.
He got the call Sunday night, and he was down there on Thursday, and now he's 1-0, and he couldn't look much more impressive.
So we see Rico. We see Rico in the ring, and Scott Lampert just got in the ring. So I think we're going to go to Pete Zimbor for the introductions on this fight.
Did Pete swap out his tie? Or is that the same one?
I think he might have swapped the tie
Ladies
out.
and gentlemen, our 10th
does
bout
look
of the
different,
evening
right?
is scheduled for 4 rounds in the
Steve
light
Clark.
heavyweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right. Sporting black trunks. Tonight, entering the ring for the second time as a professional boxer from upstate New York, Scott Lampert. And his opponent, standing across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the yellow trim. Tonight, making his professional debut, competing out of the Nolan Brothers Boxing Gym, Rico DePaolis. 4 rounds, light heavyweights.
Rico looking in great shape here. He's in the black trunks, yellow band, Scott.
Yeah, Rico does look in good shape.
Yeah, Scott Lampert a little shorter in the black and gray.
Yeah, they both do.
But also looks like
Lampert's
a dangerous.
good.
Yeah, Lampert's in good shape. Looks
yeah.
appears to
Solid
be in
back.
good shape, too.
These guys definitely have been training. So here we go. Rico really wants to have a successful pro debut here. Scott Lampert. This is what Scott Lampert does, guys. He does jump on you.
Scott got his attention with that left hook.
Absolutely. This is what Scott does. He's gonna.
See, good action right from the start.
You see he knows what he's doing. He threw a jab to the body
Yep.
to set some of that action up, hands up high.
Scott. Yeah, this is how Scott fought Larry Pryor, honestly, and he caught Larry Pryor, a guy with a ton of fights,
Moving his
by
head
surprise.
nice.
Yeah, like it doesn't surprise me. Scott comes out firing, so I think for Rico, he's gonna need to weather the storm. He comes back with a nice counter shot
Nice
here,
right uppercut to the body by
tight
Rico.
shots. But yeah, he's got to.
I think Rico wants to establish the jab, Gray. There he goes.
Yep, he's got to slow this fight down because I said he's got to slow down Lampert.
Yeah, Lampert just big swing and a miss with that left hook, but he had bad intentions on it.
Oh, for sure.
Lampert's starting to breathe just a little heavy, though. Oh, another go. He hurt.
Wow, he caught
hurt him,
Rico.
man. He hurt
can
Rico
see
with
his
that left
eyes.
hook.
Rico badly hurt.
They
Rico
could've-
on the ropes,
He's
getting
alive.
destroyed, getting drilled. He takes a
just
count. It's over. It's
How
over.
about that?
Scott Lampert from upstate New York. First round stoppage.
Right from the start. Just
Wow. Caught Rico DePaolis very hard there,
Strong.
and he did what you got to do when you have a guy hurt like that. Just jumped on him, caught him in the corner, and Scott Lampert. This is how he fought Larry Pryor. Same thing.
He knows where the camera is, too.
Just like a pro wrestler, knows where the hard cam is. Got to respect that.
Yeah.
No, but Scott Lampert, man, jumped on him. And this time, he didn't get caught like Larry Pryor did to him.
I'd like to see Scott fight again, man. He came out throwing mean left hooks.
Yeah, that was like you just said. These MMA guys,
They know what they're
they
doing.
know what they're doing.
And he was laser focused the whole time. His
Big
eyes
power.
wide open.
Yeah,
eyes
and
on his hands.
and it's I'm sure Rico very disappointing, got caught there. It was a very fun fight for as long as it lasted. I think it's just a case of Scott caught him. They were both landing big shots, and Scott Lampert's hooks got there quicker.
Well, yeah, Scott landed that big left hook right from the beginning. I don't think Rico ever really fully recovered. And when he caught him again, and you kind of seen Rico's legs buckle,
Yeah.
it was unfortunate because I don't know how you guys feel, but I think had the ropes not been right there,
Oh, he would have been on the floor.
He would have gone down, and he would have
Yeah.
been able to maybe clear his head. But he got caught between. He kind of got caught where the ropes hung him up, and
Bad spot.
And unfortunately for him, but it was in a position where the fight needed to be stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he looked very, very much pretty helpless on those ropes.
That was almost shades of Ray Mercer and Tommy Morrison had he been trapped there a little longer.
Yeah, so technically the ropes were holding him up, so he could have gotten a count there.
He was out.
But the referee correctly recognized it's not even worth giving him a count because he's done. And so hopefully, this is what happens, man. You never know in boxing. And
and when I was saying the rope kept him up there on the first left hook, I meant they could have called that a knockdown before the additional shots, but it was 100% the right move to stop the fight. He was in big trouble.
So yeah, congrats to Scott Lampert, man, coming here from New York,
Strong.
picking up the win.
Yeah, and a nice left hook on him too.
I think we'll be seeing him again in a Boston Boxing Promotions card because he can give a lot of guys some tests. He has power.
I know having Brandon Higgins here, a fan of the mean left hook.
Oh, yeah.
So we're still waiting here. Just Rico really got chinned pretty hard there, so they're just making sure
He's
he's
still
okay.
right in the very corner he got trapped in, but
Yeah.
that's the right thing to do.
They're just making sure
his
but-
head's clear before they
Yeah,
get him off that
his lights went out, as they're saying in the chat right now. We want to thank everybody who's talking.
participating with us, yeah.
Yeah, participating with us, chatting it up in the YouTube chat, watching us on the live stream here. We're almost we've doing this for almost 3 hours now, but it feels like it's been flying.
Yeah, it literally feels. I feel like I've been here about an hour.
Flying by. I'm having a blast.
we want to
for letting
thank
me on.
Brandon Higgins, the third man in the booth, and watching fights with us.
And a guy that's in the past has been Boston Boxing Fighter of the Year.
Exactly, exactly. We got a pro fighter. We got an excellent trainer.
We got coach of the year over here.
Coach of the year, fighter of the year, and then I've been stuck in my apartment for a year. So
You've been killing it on here, dog.
Thank you,
Love it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you've been doing a real good job, Greg.
For real.
No, I'm happy to be here in New Hampshire with all you guys.
We're lucky to have somebody like you.
Keep us tamed.
Yeah.
So hopefully Rico's doing okay there.
Yeah,
That
make
was.
us look good here on the broadcast.
I try. Now, thank you guys for being here. Hopefully, it looks like Rico's getting.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, Rico looks better
Cleared.
now. He's more heartbroken probably than anything else.
Yeah, he'll have to rewatch this, and if he wants to come back, he can see what mistakes were made. But
Yeah, look at this guy, though. He's not an easy
Ladies and
out
gentlemen,
body.
yeah,
the end comes at 1 minute and 11 seconds of round one. Referee Kevin Hope stops this contest. Your winner via TKO, Scott Lampert.
so
Big moment for Scott, yeah.
Yeah, good for him. 1 minute and 11 seconds. Scott Lampert, 1-1 as a professional boxer. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of Scott Lampert. This is a guy that can give some people some tests.
Based off what we've seen, guys, had he not got him in the first round, I think he was going to win one way or another. Whether it was by just being too physical and winning a decision or getting a knockout later down the road.
Exciting guy to watch too.
Yeah, come
Just
right out with the big
all
left
action,
hooks.
all action. Perfect. When you want to have exciting fights, I think you get Scott Lampert in a ring.